Hello everyone, this is Tommaso with Group D. Today we're going to talk about BMW and the 3 Series versus i8. We'll explore some of the details regarding BMW's strategy and operation, marketing, sourcing, manufacturing, and we will take a look at the order winners and the order qualifiers and how they are operationalized through these two product lines. And of course the differences and the similarities. Taking a look at the history of this company. Now, who doesn't know BMW? My guess is, unless you've been living under a rock for 100 years, because the foundation of this company dates back to 1916 in Munich, Germany. If you haven't been living under a rock, you probably know what BMW does. Cars, motorbikes, engines. It is an engineering powerhouse with over 110,000 employees across 150 countries. From a corporate strategy perspective, BMW is entirely focused on occupying the premium segments of the international car market, and this is crystallized in their mission statement. Their vision for 2020 is to be the #1 provider of premium products and services for individual mobility. In this presentation, as you know, we'll be focusing on two different cars produced by BMW. One is the 3 Series, the other one is the i8. BMW has been evolving and upgrading, updating, and innovating their product lines throughout the entire 100 years of history. And for the company, the ability to constantly renew and update its offering while still maintaining a classic and immediately recognizable style has been a very successful move, even in today's challenging automotive industry. A changing industry where the major problem is that emerging economies are slowing down, contributing to an uneven demand. And although everybody still loves a Beamer, and it's demonstrated by the sales figures for BMW, the future is going to be very challenging for car makers. On the one hand, you have suppliers that are consolidating, while consumers, on the other hand, are becoming more and more demanding. And all of this happens with regulators creating a backdrop that is not that favorable for the traditional automotive industry, because most of the governments out there have recognized finally that cars are not just a staple of modern economy, but also the cause of much environmental pollution. Regardless of the context, BMW is doing very well, especially over the last couple of years, as you can see from this slide. It is dominating the luxury car segment, therefore hitting all the corporate goals. And this reinforces the already strong brand equity that BMW relies upon. And what does the BMW brand stand for? It stands for one clear brand promise: delivering the ultimate driving experience. And the foundation of that sheer driving pleasure delivered by the BMW cars is really founded upon 4 pillars. The good-looking designs of the cars manufactured by BMW, the technical excellence, the performance and quality, and then of course, the exclusivity of a BMW product. Because we're talking about cars for rich people, not bicycles. Because yes, that's how BMW works. The marketing strategy for the brand is to target one specific, well-defined driver persona. Rich people, affluent, accomplished, people that really see owning a BMW as a social proof of their class. And the marketing strategy really underpins all the offering that BMW brings to the market, because it doesn't matter what's the life stage of this specific persona. The BMW driver could be married, 30, 40, 50, it doesn't matter. The BMW driver is always the same, and BMW has prepared a product for each one of the life stages and circumstances in which you'll find a BMW driver, because all the BMW drivers have one thing in common: they have a passion for quality and for a pleasurable driving experience. And they usually have a lot of money as well. So what are the BMW product lines? They are perfectly aligned with a marketing strategy. And if you take a look at this chart, you can see how the entire fleet of cars produced by BMW really targets all the different life stages and budgets and needs of the same persona. Essentially, a BMW driver can start with the entry level, and then as life goes on and as he amasses more and more money, he can graduate into different categories and different product lines. So he starts as a single, well-accomplished professional, and then he can move on to a family car like the X series, and then once he moves into the empty nest category, let's say around 50, then he's probably ready for the right-hand side of the chart here in the slide, with the top of the line, most expensive, super luxury BMWs. Keeping in mind what we've just said, if BMW had a bestseller, that would be the 3 Series car. It's the heart of the executive car offering, and it's available in a variety of versions and models. And while being fully customizable from entry level to luxury, the 3 Series retains all the elements that make BMW successful. Let's see it together.
A hard act to follow is the best act to follow. The new BMW 3 Series, our most advanced 3 Series ever.
Nice cars, right? If the 3 Series is affordable and customizable and classic, the i8 is the latest incarnation of the BMW brand. It is a top performance luxury electric car made with the latest technologies and materials. And of course, it has a very different starting price. Let's take a look at this beauty.
Everybody knows what I'm looking for. The life is a place with some open doors. Give me some love and it, give me some hate. Give me some, give me some, give me some.
Wow, we're living in the future. Let's take a look at the order winners and the order qualifiers for the two products. Same brand, same persona, same company, and same capabilities, and we'll get back to that later. Quality and image are equally important as qualifiers for both models. But if the 3 Series wins with price, flexibility, and dependability, given that it is the entry level and the standard for executive cars, then the electric sports car made by BMW really stands out because of quality and innovation, and also because of design. So what is the winning DNA of these two products combined? Hopefully it's kind of easy to see. You have quality, innovation, flexibility, and image. The other winners that we have identified are really represented in the major capability pillars that constitute BMW's competitive advantage. Quality, innovation, flexibility, and image are interlocking loops of capabilities operationalized and found through the entire organization. And we could really say that the culture of engineering excellence is the main orchestrator that makes all these different capabilities work together. And that really is the source of the technical excellence that we find in the high-end QA processes, vehicle design initiatives, and performance engineering manufacturing practices that are employed at BMW. But at the same time, it is the same sort of engineering excellence that enables innovation, with dedicated R&D departments entirely focused on mobility and the future of mobility. It is one of these departments that actually gave birth to the whole concept of i8. And the strong engineering culture reverberates itself in the flexibility capability, because the manufacturing powerhouse that BMW is can only sustain itself by virtue of the worldwide production network of factories and suppliers, making the highly customizable yet affordable and high quality 3 Series possible. Last but not least, image is another huge capability at BMW, and it's cultivated through a global network of dealers, high impact corporate social responsibility initiatives, and a major investment in media advertising. About 25% of the global total advertising spend for the car makers industry. Dependability, price, and flexibility are equally important as order winners for the 3 Series BMW. And let's see how they align with capabilities. Dependability is really empowered by technical excellence and by the experience in designing premium vehicles at BMW. Price, on the other hand, is really enabled by the economies of scale of the BMW operations. Let's remember that they have a worldwide network of factories and suppliers efficiently working as one supply chain, delivering tremendous value to the end user, namely customization and best prices. The other winners for the electric supercar BMW are innovation, quality, and design. It is a quite futuristic car with a brand new design and combination of technologies, materials, and mechanics, delivering a monster 357 horsepower luxury supercar driving experience. All this is made possible by BMW's superior performance engineering teams, the R&D department responsible for conceptualizing the i8 from the beginning. And lastly, we have the Q&A processes at work that enable this car to have the same performance and the same safety standards of a regular supercar in the same segment. Let's now take a look at the operations and processes which make these cars possible. So the design capability in Munich is shared across product lines. In the case of the 3 Series, for instance, BMW's top design engineering talents iterate on established blueprints, and this is the reason why the 3 Series is such a timeless classic. For the electric supercar, on the other hand, the innovation and design process still happens in Munich, but it's a little bit different because the designers work together with highly funded R&D scientists, and altogether they turn unique and all-new technological innovations into real groundbreaking products. After the design phase, the two cars take two different roads. The bill of materials for the 3 Series truly goes global, as the sourcing department works within best cost countries to drive deflation and shorten the lead times to the local regional manufacturing hubs. And all these elements, including the in-market regionalized material management and inventory buildup, add to the 3 Series competitiveness along the dimensions of flexibility, cost, and dependability. The transformative process for the i8 is much more centralized because materials are almost exclusively sourced from high-tech hubs in the US or Germany, and a tremendous amount of value is added via manufacturing in Germany's state-of-the-art facilities. BMW's electric supercar truly is a made-in-Germany innovation. Centralized production and sourcing ensure top quality, and the overall production environment really fosters the use of diffused innovation practices, which ultimately are all transformed in a low-quantity super premium product. Finally, the two BMW's product lines are ready to be distributed worldwide across a worldwide network of dealers and affiliate marketers. In conclusion, we can safely say that in BMW's case, operations and marketing strategy are fully aligned. The company's innovation and commitment to excellence in engineering are articulated through the supply chain and supported by a company culture that really fosters quality and flexibility. And in this way, BMW is able to target the BMW persona across different segments and life cycle stages. And as we've said in the beginning, this persona really wants the best and most pleasurable driving experience in the market. Let's conclude this presentation with a big question. Is BMW ready for the future? If we take a look at the current performance of BMW, then we can rest assured that a company of this size and with such a high level of alignment between operations and marketing cannot be easily dislodged from its leadership position. However, we are already witnessing the rocking and shocking of the automotive industry, and this is happening worldwide due to a variety of factors. If BMW can act and react to these changes, then probably it will be successful in the long term, especially by sticking to its segment, considering the fact that this company has one of the biggest brand equities in the whole world. So, dear listeners, on behalf of Group D, thank you for your attention and see you online.